Alright guys, recently I've covered Anastasia's mate, but I'm going to show you what it would look like in a real game. So, in this situation, it's black to move, and we have a mate in 3, which is called Anastasia's mate. Anastasia's mate is when you mate with a knight and a rook, and you block off the king. I'll show you in a second, but I'm going to show you this in an in-game scenario. So here's our position, and if you look, we have a few moves. Our queen is all the way here, and it's kind of staring at this pawn. We've got our bishop over here. The bishop doesn't really matter to this, but what we do see is that we have our rook, our knight, and our queen. Now, the positioning is very important, especially of their pieces. So, in this situation, we can check with our knight. We can check the king, and the king has no moves. So the king has to go to this corner. Alright? The king is forced, because there's nothing that can capture the knight, currently. And the king has to move. So, we can deliver our mate now, because you can kind of see it happening right now. The king can't go back here because of the knight, and this square is also stopping the king. So we want to remove this pawn from in front of the king to allow us to attack it again. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take with the queen. Stops the king. King can't move there. King can't. King has to move there. King can't move there because that's its own piece, and the queen defends it, even if it could capture its own piece. So the king has to take the queen, and I'm sure you can see in this situation, this knight, as I said before, is defending these 2 squares, and this pawn is not allowing the king. So it's not allowing the king to move. This could be another piece of ours, but if it's defended by if it's a defended piece. So it doesn't have to be like their pawn. It could be like our pawn and it's defended. Just as long as it doesn't defend the mate. So the best option is to have a pawn if you do see it. But here's how we deliver mate, which is just here. The king can't move anywhere here, as I said before, and the rook stops the king from going anywhere over here, and it's a check, so it's a mate.